Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And not what they want to see here. He's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Draw play, Newton to Stewart. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Mike Cyphers now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Mumphrey. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now it's Osweiler. Pass incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Good! Here we go!
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's got room. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. And the Panthers Who's coming out now? And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll hit Whitaker in the flat. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They come out here in the eye. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And it is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this Texans defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler underneath for Miller. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
On 1st down, Osweiler surveying the field. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 yards on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first. Quarterback saw the defenders coming, made the smart move, protected himself.
It could have lowered his head and tried to pick up additional yardage that way, but that's not smart for a quarterback. They need him around to throw the football. Slide in feet first and get the protection afforded to him.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on 1st down. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. That's complete, right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And that rushing touchdown is 4.